So let's see today what image recognition is. So any basic idea what image recognition or IR does? Any rough idea what IR is, this technology, this particular command? Okay, basically in IR, what we do is, this technology is present, this command is present in order to get an image from an image. Okay, so there are two things. We have this command called OCR, wherein from an image we can extract text. Okay, and we have this called IR, wherein we can extract image from an image. So within an image, okay, we can extract an image. That can be done via IR, and if you want to extract text from an image, that can be done via OCR. Okay, so let's see what IR does today. Okay, so I will teach you after IR. Let me teach you OCR, so you can understand both of the technologies. Okay, how it works. Okay, first let's see what IR does. So this is the IR GUI. Okay, so first it says image 1. So this is the image through which this is the image that you are searching. So this will be kind of your parent image, and this is the child image. Okay, image 2 will be your child image. So you are searching this image 2 in image 1. Okay, so this becomes your parent image. So this is the image from where your image is being searched. Okay, so first select the image. Okay, so now I will do one thing. For selecting an image, I will open any particular window. Let me open folder which is present on the desktop, or AA, automation anywhere. So I'm just opening this particular window. You can insert any particular image in this particular drop down. So once it opens, just refresh and select. Okay, so this particular folder window is open, so I'm selecting this window. Okay, let me create a folder over here. Let's say I create a folder, automation anywhere. So what my IR should does is it should go, locate this particular image and double click on this particular folder. Okay, so via IR, image resolution technology, I want to double click on this folder. Okay, I want to open this particular folder. Okay, so here I'm selecting the window A, the window which I have just now opened. Okay, so here we can also, if you want to see the coordinate, we can click on this. So this will show the image coordinates. Okay, so right now the image that I have put over here is A, entire window location. Okay, and since I have taken the entire window, so here it shows coordinate as 0, 0. Suppose if you have taken any particular picture, so it would have shown the coordinate. Okay, I will tell you when it comes, when we can see the coordinates getting populated over here. Okay, so when I click on capture, then it will get coordinated capture. Okay, so now let's capture. Okay, so you can see this plus symbol appearing. So let's say I'm selecting this entire image. Okay, so I've selected that entire image. So once I select, so this is how it got populated, and automatically the coordinate also got captured. So exactly in this coordinate, this particular image can be located. So this is my parent image, my main image. Okay. Now second is, this is the image which you are searching from the above image. So now here I need to search, like I want to double click this automation anywhere folder, right? So I'll be selecting that automation anywhere. Select the same window, that is AA. If it is not appearing, click on refresh. Now click on A and now capture. Again the same plus button will come. Select this particular folder. Okay, so I'm selecting this automation anywhere folder. So this image has been selected. We have this thing called red color. This is also known as crosshair. So if suppose if suppose I change this to here, and if you want to again set it to default position, you can like click on this reset crosshair. It will again come at the mid position over here. Okay.
This is as per the coordinates, right? If the folder structure change, mean the currently it is in ascending order. If it's showing in descending, then
again
what?
I will have to recapture. Yeah, again I will have to recapture the image. if there is any change in any image, you just have to recapture this image. That's it, because it's a change in the coordinate, right? So
The
you
runtime
recapture.
we have to. This means that at the runtime, if the folder structure changed, then we have to recapture it again, right?
Yes, but see, basically, if there is a change, see, when we opt for IR, suppose if there is anything which, any image which will not change. Let's say you want to click any image button. Let's say there is a Google web page has opened, and you using IR, you want to click that Google search button. So I know that tomorrow that web page is not going to change. I mean, at least Google search will remain in that position, right? So at that time we use IR. So if we know that that particular image location is not going to change, then that time we use this IR technology. Suppose if even object cloning does not work, because we know that object cloning, it captures a property. So even object cloning does not work at some other instance, but at least I know that, using this IR, that image or that, position or wherever that is located, that particular button or any particular object is located, that will not go and change. That time I can use this IR. Suppose if
So,
object cloning fails, then
okay, this is specifically for image, right? If
yes, specific.
if we want to search any sort of text, we can do it through, I think, web controls search by caption, right?
Yes, we can do, or yes, we can do that. Yeah, yeah, we can do that. But if you want to extract text from an image, so we can use a source here. Yes, we can do that. Here we have this web search by caption. I will show you when I teach you that web recorder. At that time we
Okay.
can. Okay. Okay. So again, like yeah, we have captured, and now I'm resetting this crosshair to here. And now, after finding this image, in this image, a child image within this parent image, what action you need to perform? I want to do a double click. Okay, so I will select this double click. You can also do a left click or a right click. Now we have this three thing over here: match percentage, tolerance level, and comparison mode. So match percentage is, let's say, percentage of match of this image within this image. So let's say you can put it to some real time value. You can put it to 30, 40. Let's say put a 50% match. Okay, sometimes we will have to put a, so because we need to match this image within this image. Okay, so that is why increase your match percentage. Okay, and you can also increase your tolerance level till how it can tolerance. I put it to 10. Okay, so this is how, like, I've just to put a random value over here. So just make sure that this particular image should get matched within this image. Okay, so that is why I'm just increasing the match percentage over
So
here.
the basic idea behind this tolerance, what we have entered is 10. Match percentage is like we are comparing the image 50% that if it matches, then we go ahead. What's the tolerance level?
Yes. So I will just explain. Open this PDF. I have a PDF where it has explained at tolerance level. There are three things actually. Wait, I will just show you. We know that comparison of the picture is done via RGB value, right? RGB, that is your red green value. It's a pixel value, RGB value. So something it is there based on this pixel value. We need to increase and decrease the tolerance level. Okay, see here. So what it says is that a 0% tolerance means, so see, based on RGB value, that is your red, green, blue, we know that every image is based on the pixels, right? So this is like, case one. Suppose image one with a pixel value 250, 240, 238, then image two with a pixel value this. So, kind of searching the image based on the pixel value. So this is a mismatch with 20% tolerance. So see, this is like specified over here. This is the RGB color space. 8 bits is used for each RGB value, okay, which is having the integer ranging from 0 to 5. We know that pixel value is from 0 to 25 pixels, right? So based on the 0 to 25 pixels, if we are putting tolerance as 20%, so on this 20%, there would be, like, if there's a mismatch of this 20%, you can say this here 190 to 250. It's a 20% mismatch. That is a tolerance level. Okay, same as suppose there's a successful match with 20%, so this is how it is done. Okay, so 220, 220, 230, and 200, like this. So 20% successful match within these two pictures. Okay, so that is how it's calculated based on the RGB value. So this is kind of a little bit technical over here. So it's just that you can put, you can just explain that if we want to put it, if we want to, put based on the tolerance value, based on the pixel value, because it gets calculated on the RGB value, so we can put it over here. Any particular value you can put. No need of going to a little bit technical part. Just remember that this is based, it calculates based on the RGB value of pixels value of that image. So if you want, you can accordingly put it. So if there is any particular, 20% match or 20% mismatch, you can just put a random figure over here. So it becomes a little bit technical if you want to, kind of dig in deep what tolerance is. But just remember, if you are putting some tolerance value, how it is calculated based on the RGB value, pixel value of those two images. Okay, you can see over
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Okay. And third thing, that this is important actually, this is asked in the interview. Okay, what comparison mode is and what are the types of comparison mode we have. So there are three types of comparison mode. Normal comparison mode, I will show you over here. Here the comparison mode appears. Normal comparison, grayscale, and monochrome. So this is basically asked, what the types of comparison mode in IR. So three types of comparison. Suppose this is a normal. So this is a normal scenario wherein we go ahead and select the normal. Now grayscale and monochrome, what these two does. In grayscale, the parent image, your master image, like your parent image, in that you just want to run faster. So that background color will change into gray color. Okay, so all the colors at runtime will fade, and it will kind of convert that to grayscale. So based on the grayscale, it will run very faster. Okay, and then this is a monochrome. So what monochrome does is, if you want to recognize multi-character text, okay, against the multicolored background. Suppose if the background color changes dynamically during runtime of that image, of the parent image, and if you want to like fetch multicolored background images, at that time you can go for monochrome. Okay, monochrome with threshold. So I will tell you. Now suppose we select the normal, normal, and we perform a quick test and see whether the image is getting captured or not. Okay, so this image is successfully getting captured. You can also select grayscale and perform a quick test. So selecting the grayscale method also, it has found the image successfully. Okay. Now next select monochrome. So in this monochrome, when I select, you see this is getting changed over here. So see, in normal I have match percentage and tolerance. In grayscale also I have match percentage and tolerance. In monochrome, see, the threshold appears. Okay. So here it says this is a threshold. They have not defined what threshold is, but just that they have mentioned is a threshold value used same, like used converting the RGB value of the pixels to, or grayscale to, either black or white. Okay, so that it is like little bit technical, but just remember there are three types of comparison mode is there: normal, grayscale, monochrome. In normal, it's a normal mode, like if you compare, like it will not be bothered of what background image is, color is for that parent image. In grayscale, it will convert that parent image. Okay, whenever the colors of the background changes to grayscale, it will run. So in order to make it run faster, we are just turning the background image to grayscale mode, so it will not compare any other pixels. It will just run it faster. And in monochrome, if you want to capture multicolored text against multicolored background, at that time we can go for monochrome. But we generally keep it in normal mode only. We don't use these two things. But some requirements, sometimes there's a requirement. If there are multiple image that you need to capture via IR, at that time you can go for either monochrome, or either you can go for grayscale mode. Okay. So let's select normal. We have performed a quick test. So this is getting images found successful. And now there's last we have is repeat if the image not found. Suppose if image is not found, then at least repeat 10 times. You can decrease it in decreases as per your requirement, and wait between the repeats. Let's say 300 milliseconds. So now let's save and let me try to run this. First I need to see whether it's getting captured as a runtime or not. So we have performed the quick test, it is getting successful. Sometimes with the runtime it doesn't happen. Okay. So let's save this. So what this task should do is, it should open that parent image and it should find the child image from the parent image, and if it is found, then it should do a double click. Okay. So now let's run. So see, it has successfully identified the automation anywhere folder, the child image within the parent image, and it did a double click. Okay, so this is how it can be done. Okay. So this is how the IR works. Sometimes IR fails. I will just show you in what scenario the IR fails. Okay, let's say I again capture this window and click on capture. Okay. So again I'm clicking on capture, and this time I'm selecting the entire window. Okay. So just for demo purpose, I'm selecting the entire window. If you have any other image, any button image, anything, you can search it. Okay. So let's say I'm selecting this entire page, entire window. Okay. And again I'm performing a quick test, keeping this as is. I'm performing a quick test. So it is getting successfully found over here. So let's save and see this whether this works at runtime or not. Okay. Okay. So still it is successfully identifying automation anywhere folder.